Hi, I'm Josh Ross.
And this is Rick Renson recording from the Century 21 Advantage Gold Studios.
Episode 2 of Becoming the Goat Happy Hour.
In this episode, we're bringing in Matt Minatola. He is the owner of Philly Herpet Culture. I think I'm saying that right, Herpet Culture? We'll get that one.
Kind of sounds right, I guess. Yeah, we'll double check with him. But what is that exactly?
Matt raises, breeds, and keeps snakes.
Snakes?
Yes. I'm not sure what kind. We'll get
Snakes,
that from him,
bro?
but snakes, yeah. And he brought 2 in to throw on you.
There's snakes here today.
There's
You
snakes here
fucking with
today.
me, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
And you
Like,
get
seriously? Yeah, now I'm nervous. Thanks a lot, guy. I felt all good all day until now. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm petrified
All right.
too. That's why we need the...
Yeah, before we get into any of that shit, we're going to have to get right into this happy hour, and I'm going to need it, folks. All right, here we go. Our guest brings in today Tito's Vodka, founded by Tito Beverage in 1997 in Austin, Texas. Made from yellow corn rather than potatoes or wheat, it is distilled 6 times and unaged. Sugar-free and gluten-free, and it's 80 proof. Now let's get into this.
Let's bring Matt in with his vodka.
Matty!
Tito's Vodka. Hey,
What's
Matt.
going on, fellas? How you
What's
doing?
going on, brother?
Good. Why Tito's Vodka?
Just like it. Always like when mixing it. Shooting it is a little odd.
Yeah,
And,
you're not a big shotter?
Definitely haven't shot vodka since I was like 22, 23 years old.
Ooh,
A little different.
exciting.
Well, maybe we can get you to do a shot tonight.
Ooh,
Today.
maybe.
Little mishaps on opening club soda. Sprayed all over the place.
Don't shake,
Not
folks.
crazy.
And Matt, did I get the name of your company right? What was that? Philly
Herpeticulture.
Okay, Herpeticulture.
Herpeticulture.
Keep messing that up.
Even reptile people mess it up, so it's not a big deal.
All right, well, before,
They
we're going
can't
to
get
mess
it
up a
right,
lot
you're
more
good.
words. Let's get the alcohol going.
All right, let's go. Let's get into this Tito Vodka. Here
Thank
you go, big
Josh.
guy. Not
All
a
right, we're
problem.
going to rate this after sipping from on a scale of 1 to 10,
How mu- I
just
can't
based
count.
on vodkas. 1 to 10.
All right, 1 to 10. Let's go,
Okay.
fellas. Let's get in. Woohoo!
A little harsh, a little aftertaste, but it is vodka.
For vodka, it's not.
Yeah, for vodka,
it's
it's not
so
bad.
bad.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
No, it's not.
And on our last episode, we did Crystal
Head vodka?
Crystal Head vodka,
Yeah.
the Dan Aykroyd one.
So we're
Yeah.
vodkas back to back.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. It's like good to have a comparison.
Yeah, and before we judge, just so everybody knows, that bottle of Tito's is $20. Crystal Head vodka bottle is $60. So there's a $40 difference when rating this. So if you're
Okay.
putting it
Yeah,
against
yeah.
Crystal Head, it's kind of not fair.
But it's vodka, though,
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
It's still vodka,
No,
yeah.
we-
But it's
Okay.
good for mixing. It does
Yeah.
I get
It's
hung
definitely
over real
not bad.
easy, even only drinking a little bit, and
Right.
that usually never gets me hung over.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah?
Well, another one of those,
Yeah.
and then we appreciate you bringing in
I
that.
might have another sip. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not as scared now.
All right.
awesome, man.
Let's start the rating, Matt. What do you got?
I'm gonna go with a 8.5, 8.5.
8.5.
8.5
All right, that's fair
for
rating.
shooting vodka. Like
Yeah,
I said,
that's not bad.
The
Against
vodka
other
I'm
vodkas.
weighing it up against is shooting like Bankers Club squirt vodka when I was younger.
Yeah, if it's
and
compared
then
to that.
even like when you were younger, you thought like Absolute was like, oh, this is good vodka.
yeah,
right,
it's
right.
not good vodka.
Because it
I
came
mean,
in glass. You were like, it got glass.
It's not good
It's
vodka.
not plastic no more.
No, it just tastes like cleaning material if you
Yeah,
drank
well,
Windex before, which
or hairspray.
sadly enough, I think I sipped Windex when I was younger before. So
Oh, we'll have to
He
get
did
into
both.
that. That's interesting.
He did both.
All right, so Josh, he's got an 8.5. What are you doing?
I'll go with a 6.
Going with an even 6. And
Even.
what's your reasoning on a 6?
One, I'm not a big vodka guy, but I mean, for the price of the bottle, I got to give it a 6. But I don't know. I kind of like the Crystal Head a little better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I know we're not
It's a more
comparing that to
expensive
that,
vodka,
It has to be a 6
yeah. Okay.
for
You're
me.
going with a 6.
For me,
All right, I'm going to give it another drink.
Give it a
Another
go.
shot. I'm going to go 7. 7.
ooh,
So we got, what, 8.5,
yep.
6,
yes,
and a 7. So I think the medium there is like a 7.25. Is that good?
yep.
Call it 7.25? Okay, 7.25.
Let me think. Let me put on my thinking cap.
Do I got to bring my phone out and do calculations?
Yeah.
No, we're
No,
good.
we're good, we're
Eyeball
good.
it.
I
All right,
think we're
everybody
good.
cheers.
And if we're not,
7.25 Tito's vodka.
put it in the comments.
Yes. I would recommend it. It's good. All right, Matt, let's get a little bit into your business. Philly Herpeticulture.
Herpeticulture.
Herpeticulture. All right, so what type of snakes do you raise?
What I specialize in is Borneo shorttails and blood pythons, but I do keep and breed a couple different boa species and python species also. But
Okay.
my main focus is Borneo shorttail pythons and blood pythons.
Okay. Now, are they venomous?
they're not venomous. Thank you for saying venomous and not poisonous. There you go. Yes, they are. I don't keep anything venomous. It's number one, not legal in Philly. Number two, I'm not experienced.
Right.
I think venomous is incredible. It's so fascinating, and maybe someday get the right permits or something like that.
Do you need permits to go venomous?
You need certain requirements if you're keeping them somewhere where you're not supposed to. There's certain state, like Pennsylvania, just certain places in Pennsylvania you can keep them with no problem, but Philadelphia you can't. So
oh wow,
there would be things in place, but I helped a buddy with venomous before, and it was like, just being a helper, like just being a backup made me. I was a lot younger in it. Made me a lot. I was pretty nervous. So
I'd be nervous with 20 years experience.
Exactly. You hear venomous.
Yeah, you definitely want to take the right precautions of learning how to, like, you're not handling it. You're hooking it, and you're learning how to move it from one place to another. And if something goes wrong, so yeah, there's a lot involved with that.
Yeah, I bet. So with the snakes that you raise, where do you raise? How do you, give us the? How do you store them? How are they stored? How do you take care of them?
So when you're a breeder, or even if I wasn't a breeder, the kind of species I keep are good in rack systems. Rack systems are plastic tubs that you would see like in Walmart or Target, but a lot of reptile companies make them now. It's kind of a controversial subject in the reptile hobby because a lot of pet keepers, a lot of people coming in think they're harsh because it's the way a lot of breeders and even like just keepers sometimes, old school people keep them, is in these plastic tubs and just with like a substrate, just like cocoa husk or even newspaper, a water bowl, and a hide box.
So like bare minimum type stuff.
But people call it bare minimum, but it's really what the snake requires. Like, that's what it is. They like it.
They like that small confinement.
The kind that I keep, they like it tight. They're a shy species. They want to be hidden away. So it works out that way. But like I said, there are people that just come in and go, there's no enrichment. This looks cold and cruel, and they don't get it. And like I said, it becomes a weird debate. And there's really good ways you can use racks, and of course, there's terrible ways you can use racks. Just as the people that talk about it use big tanks,
sometimes, like a display type.
Yeah, but sometimes the way they use their tanks, they think it's awesome and they're doing the right thing for the animal, but it's not the correct thing.
We're more looking like so the show is becoming the goat.
Gotcha.
So we want people to be able to.
I'm trying to get my message across.
Shut your mouth. We want people to be able to do this, or be helped to do this from hearing from you. So if somebody's starting, what's the bare minimum that they're going to need? Say they want to, start breeding.
I don't like anything bare minimum because, sadly enough, so many people do want to get in. They get excited because they see other people doing it, and they do the bare minimum, and that's a bad thing. They go out to a show or online and they buy a snake and they like it, and then they go and buy 5, and they don't get the equipment or the know how to do it right. So I never knew I was going to do it at the level I was doing it. But my thing was, I had a buddy doing it with me, and he always scratched his head. He goes, you got money to buy snakes, and you keep on buying cages and your rack systems, and you don't even have enough snakes to nearly fill them up. I'm like, well, I just want to be ready.
Yeah.
So if I see something I want, I don't have to worry about where am I going to put it, because that's sadly enough what so many people do.
So your advice would be do the research, do it right. There is no half-ass in this thing.
And there's a lot of things. I understand the excitement of getting into it. So there's a lot of things that there are even reptile breeders and people that give people, I think, bad advice. They'll say, get your website, go get business cards. Like, they'll talk to someone that has 5 or 10 snakes and say, go out and get business cards, go get a logo. Don't do any of that. Go experience snakes. See if you like snakes, like keeping them, figure out how to breed them. A lot of times you buy it, you don't know how it's going to be to raise it. Figure that out first. You like doing it, and then make the snakes, get all your cages, do all that stuff. Then worry about the logo. You do need the logos and the business cards.
Do you see a lot of people? Do you see a lot of people kind of fading out, like beginners? Is it like something that like you get a lot of people that start it and don't see it through, and then they fizzle out?
Yeah, sadly enough, you see people very, very big, like they really put a whole bunch into it, and then within a year or two they fizzle out because they didn't truly like what they were doing. They just they liked the idea, and they also thought. A lot of people see the price tags on snakes. They walk around a reptile show. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they think they're going to be millionaires. They don't realize all the overhead that goes into them, all the work that goes into them. They don't see the failures that happen behind the scenes and all that other stuff. So people just see a price tag and go, that dude has,
I want to make that.
That dude has 2,000 snakes on his table. If he sells it, it's this amount. You know what I mean? And they don't realize he didn't sell them $2,000 snakes. It takes him a year and a half, 2 years to sell it. On top of all that, he has a whole bunch of snakes at home. He's got to feed, heat, house, use equipment on, go to the vet maybe. You know what I mean?
What's that budget like to feed, just to feed?
Feeding budget can be, it depends on how you want to feed your snakes, but even if it's like you're on a minimal, which like I said, I don't like minimal, it's still expensive depending on the size of your collection. But yeah, feeders aren't cheap.
Okay, say you have 50 snakes. What are you spending monthly to feed these 50 snakes?
It all depends on the snakes. But like, okay, so the most popular snake in the hobby that everybody loves and really does is ball pythons.
Okay. Right.
So generally your ball pythons, if they're adult, are eating small and medium rats. A medium rat, I tell you the truth, that's how ignorant I am to it. The person I get my feeders off of, I don't even know the prices anymore because I don't get a price list. I just buy them.
Right.
I think a medium rat runs between $2.50 and $3. Maybe I'm wrong. That's how crazy it is. Someone might be laughing at me going, you're way off on that. Right. Like it's higher. And then like a small rat, I would say is $1.50 to $2.
How often do you feed them?
Every week to every 2 weeks. Some people do 3 weeks, but like I said, when they're smaller, they're babies, juveniles. You have to do every week. And then as they get to be adults, you can start feeding them a little bit less, maybe different size meals. And then when breeding season, if you're a breeder, you kind of not hammer them. I don't want to sound like I'm power feeding them, but you make sure you go back to every week.
Yeah.
Leading into breeding, you want to get them enough, fat stored on them and all that stuff.
So for somebody looking to get in, it's a huge investment financially, time, research. It's not something you could just jump into like here in this podcast. Hey, I'm going to go do this. Should they reach out to people that are already doing it for help? Is that something you did?
100%. I mean, what can you actually just jump into these days? You know what I mean? Like, you might think you can.
Jump rope.
Josh is about to jump into another
Watch
class.
this. And I'm leaping.
But yeah, before you do it, you should just, like I said, it's hard to tell someone not to rush into something like this because you get really excited. And everybody makes that mistake.
Yeah.
I've made tons of mistakes. I didn't think I was going to be a breeder. I would make mistakes when I was at more of a pet keeper level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bring something home, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to keep this in. I was just excited.
Seeing the animal.
And then you're keeping it in something incorrect for 3 weeks, and that 3 weeks can be the time frame of your animal going downhill.
Right.
And then now you get the thing you need, and then you're now like getting your animal back to normal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What was the first snake that you got? What was that snake that you were like,
first one.
So you're talking, like I said, I've been into this since I was like 5 years old. I had a fascination with it.
It started that young. Wow.
Yeah, it's just something like no one showed me anything.
Right.
When I go to the library, I'd always just gravitate towards reptile books. And it was usually, at first it was turtles, and then it became snakes real fast. And my parents didn't have any problem with it, but they didn't buy me a snake. I found my first snake.
You had to come home with the snake. Like, look at this. Can I keep it? Bless you.
Yeah, I found a DK brown snake. Basically, it's not a garter snake. It's
what's that, like a northern brown type? Is that what?
No, it's just the little common snakes that you've probably seen a million times.
Right,
a lot of people.
Is that the one with the black dot?
They're brown and they're like checkered.
Okay, yeah, it has a pattern.
A lot of people will say they're garter snakes.
But the garden snakes are black with the stripe.
Garter snakes have like a yellow stripe, and they're like kind of like dark green to black and brown, and have some yellow in them.
That's the one I had as a kid. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible experience for me.
Surprisingly, when you catch wild-caught snakes are hard no matter what, and then when you catch these as a kid, it's
everything. Yeah.
So I was able to feed it earthworms, and I got my first couple DKs that I found going. But like anytime I found a garter snake, I couldn't do anything with them. Like they wouldn't eat anything.
Yeah.
So
from the wild,
my first snake was a self-found snake, and then when I got older, I can't remember the age. I think it was probably like 12. I would say. Me and my buddy Craig were in the reptiles together, and he knew someone that was selling a ball python. And that was like crazy. Like that's what I wanted ball pythons. Yeah. Not a big boy, like 4 or 5 foot snake.
Well, compared to a garden snake you're finding at the time.
That was the one you've seen that was like, this is way beyond a garden snake. This is cool.
Yeah, a garter snake's a little skinny snake. It's tiny. And then, a ball python eats rats. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
So, I was really excited about that. I got that, and that's where I really started like building stuff off of when I was a kid.
Right.
Not for breeding, just for keeping and having fun.
In love with the hobby.
Yeah.
Getting into it. And
that was that was a game changer for me. I was already into it. Then when I got
so did any of the library books give you any good tips when you found these snakes of what to do, or is it just?
No, the crazy part was with library books, I would generally just flip through, look at the pictures, see like where they were found at. Like, oh, that snake's from here, that snake's from there. They don't really give you much information. I mean, maybe back then you thought they gave you information, but a lot of the times, them books don't give you great information.
It's general.
It's kind of general. The older stuff is kind of more general than it is now. I mean, it does give you information.
So, what does a ball python typically go for? What are you selling them for?
So a normal one, the basic pet store one or a normal one. Actually, pet stores have the mutations now. A basic one probably goes between $40 to $60. If you go to a reptile show, maybe even a little bit cheaper.
So what's your most expensive snake that you
I don't really do ball pythons anymore.
Oh, okay.
But ball pythons are, like I said, they're the most popular one. They go from that price range all the way up to $30,000. You know what I mean? Generally, a lot of them are sold for $1,500, $2,000, $5,000. There's not a whole lot that are.
What's the most you've ever made on a snake?
I think the most I sold a snake for was $3,700.
$3,700. So that's kind of
that's pretty nice.
Is that what you shoot for? Like, is that where you're?
No. I make what I like. Really, to me, I'd rather make the more like between the $250 to $500 range snakes.
Right.
Yeah,
they're an easier sell, even if there's more of them. Selling snakes that are $2,000 to $3,000 for some people can be a little bit difficult. Now, the species that I focus in, not everybody's like head over heels about them. It's something that I like, and it has a very selective group that likes them. Mm-hmm. But people do buy them. And honestly, with me, it's nerve-wracking selling someone something that much money because a lot goes into it. If there's a problem, it might not even be your fault, but you feel responsible and you got to help the person. You know what I mean? But usually if someone's putting out that much money, they do have an idea of what they're doing. You know what I mean?
So when you sell them, are you shipping them or pick up, or how's that go?
I work online shipping and also reptile shows. I've been off the reptile show circuit thing for a while, but like I was big into it, and I plan on 2023, 24, hopefully getting back to it, but not doing so many local small shows, just focusing on, there's bigger shows that are awesome. They're weekend long. They're like,
it's like a little festival or something.
There's the bigger, better breeders come out. They they kind of blow it out more. And then there's local shows you can find almost anywhere. Like every month to month and a half. Yes. Okay. And they're not bad. They're good shows too. Some of them are terrible. They're not terrible, but you're not going to find they're not going to find much there. They have the kind of slimier, creepier breeders. Not all the time. But.
So there's a shady aspect to this thing. Like there's people out there selling bad snakes.
It's like Tiger King versus Snake King and that type of thing.
Yeah.
It's not done purposely. There's just people that
don't know what they're doing.
And bringing in snakes from the wild, which isn't done so much anymore, is a bad way to start. But when you get new people that they don't know any better. Yeah. So I mean they buy it and they go online and go, what's wrong with my snake, or what do I do with this thing?
So if you're going through like one of the shows, can you look at the stand and look at the health of them snakes and say, oh, he's not doing a good job with them snakes?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I don't even think it takes much once you've been looking at it for a while to see like what's wrong with that snake. Now, sometimes you might not guess it right. It could be a little bit dry or something, but for the most part, you can tell one snake to another, like that guy had, like there's something up with his, why is this guy so much better looking than this guy?
And usually his color's popping.
And usually they're not always bad. Like it's a wholesaler. So a wholesaler doesn't breed or do anything. They just take from other breeders that are willing to wholesale them animals, get whatever they want, and
so they find you the best snake.
So they just have a general care usually. They don't know how to, but some of them are great. Some of them do very well. But like I said, some of them they just treat like. So when you hear python, all pythons aren't the same. You can't they don't all want the same temperature. They don't all want the same. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I have blood and Borneo short-tailed pythons. Ball pythons are different. Carpet pythons are different. Rough scale pythons are different. Green tree pythons
how do you
are different.
like keep the temperature right for each tub? Is it the room that's heated, or is it individuals? How's that work?
So with me, the way my room set up is I do an ambient temperature in the room with a heater and fans, and I keep it between usually 78 to 80, 81.
What does that do for your heating bill?
Right now,
There's one of the costs. You know what I mean? That's one of the costs. Right. Is if you want to do an ambient temperature, you want to be if you want to breed pythons or boas or something that has to be kept warmer, generally you got to heat a room. It's the easiest way to do it. So, yeah, I mean, you're looking at average electric bills depending on if you're a 50, 60 snake keeper or 150 to 300. I mean, your bill can be between $250 to $400 just based on that because you're running a heater that goes on and off all day. You need fans to push the air around all day.
Let's go over some of the expenses. So we have the food, the cages, the electric bill, or heating bill,
the substrate that you use on the snakes, the equipment.
It's constantly getting changed out.
So here's something that people, like I said, I have between 150 to 200 snakes.
How many?
Say that 150 again? To 200 usually, and it could be more times when I have babies.
Now, is the room big they're in? It has to be pretty fair.
It's my basement. It's 20 by 15, something like that.
But it's a big room to heat.
It's a decent size. It's a decent room, but then when you put the cages and racks in there, it fills them up a little bit. Right. So, but like something that you could just nobody thinks about it. You look at all that and you go, every single one of them has a water bowl in there, and they're all different sizes. Yeah, wow. So even if one was just even $1, which they're not, you know what I mean? So,
right.
Then what happens when one breaks or gets old? You know, that kind of stuff happens.
Replacements,
so
right.
That's just something simple that, and you got to replace that every often. And then there's thermostats that within the cages and in the racks, there's heat in there too. Like, so I do with racks, there's belly heat in the background. Okay. So you got to put a thermostat on there. If not, the belly heat will just get insanely hot, and a snake won't like that. So you got to control it. Snakes I keep basically on the cool side, 78, 80 degrees, and on the hot side, 84 to 86 degrees, or pretty much actually a little bit lower. So you got to control that with a thermostat. Them thermostats cost $400 a piece, and you don't need it for every rack, but you need it for every couple racks.
Okay, yeah, because the different heat requirements and everything like this.
Like a Herbstat 4 controls 4 different probes, so that's generally 4 cages or 4 racks. So if you have 20 racks, you need a whole bunch of them, and then they don't last forever.
Right. I'm seeing a lot of upfront cost in this, a lot of maintenance cost, just ongoing overhead cost, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So this isn't something like it's not cheap to get into.
No, it's not cheap to get into. It's like I said, it's tough to figure out where, if you do want to do it, can I do it in a bedroom? You know, does the bedroom get to, because on the flip side of things, if you're somewhere like Texas or Florida, you need an air conditioner. You know what I mean? But you can't have it get too cold. Or like, say I was doing it and I wanted to go in the bedroom. In summertime, it would be insanely hot. It would be too hot for a reptile. Most people think like, oh, they'll love 90 degrees. No, my snakes, if they're in 90 degrees constantly, they're going to freak out. Yeah. Like they're not going to have a good, they're going to get sick.
Is that
they're going to get stressed.
Boost their metabolism? Are they more hungry in the heat?
No, it's just like us. Like if you were, whatever the temperature you decide is too hot for you, if you just kept in it, you got nowhere to go, you're going to get agitated, right?
Absolutely.
So you're going to get agitated. So, absolutely. And then after a couple of days, you're going to probably get sick because you're like, I can't take this heat.
The stress, everything starts
to become, they can become more aggressive. They can become like,
what temperature are these snakes at? You brought in?
They look for a way out, so they push their faces and they can push their teeth back into their gums and get hurt. And then it's just a nightmare.
So let's talk about that risk. How many times have you been bitten?
Ooh.
See, bitten's not a big thing for me because I don't want to get bitten.
His skin is leather.
No.
Bitten's not a big thing for you.
Not like that. Not like I'm a tough guy. I hate getting bitten.
Yeah.
But,
I would imagine.
But I'm pretty careful, and the snakes I have aren't, basically none of them are lethal or can really do any damage, and I pay attention. So I've probably been bitten, probably caught maybe 15 to 20 times, but most of it's by little stuff in babies because that's the stuff that I'm a little more careless with because they're going to do almost no damage, or they're just quick and they get you.
Yeah.
Now with venomous snakes, they have like the most potent, right, when they're younger? Or is that a myth?
Nah, that's a myth. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, with these snakes, are their teeth bigger?
They're tiny.
Have you ever had one get loose? Ooh. And you're like, oh, wow, I gotta find this.
Yeah, and that's another important thing is if you can, and the best thing to do is if you can make your reptile room escape proof, because once in a while you can have an accident. You know what I mean? Something can push you out. Somebody's looking around your room and they don't close it all the way. It just takes a little crack for them to get out. Snakes are escape artists. They really are. So. Yeah, I've had a handful get out, but like I said, I make my rooms escape proof, so it just becomes a matter of let's find it. And
in this room. Yeah.
And I find it. Sometimes it takes pulling the whole room apart and it could be a nightmare. But yes, I've always found it, and luckily it's never, you don't want it to get in a neighbor's house, and like that's a big important thing because that's the kind of stuff that gets you negative.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And next time I'm over at your house, though, if there's one on the loose, you gotta tell me.
Yes.
Like, don't just time to come.
Another thing is, luckily, like I said,
say that's a problem later.
Probably snakes on the loose over. I've been doing it big again, or not big again. Doing it big since like 2005. I got back into it in 2003. Probably had about 5 snakes get loose, and they were almost always babies. So.
So
that number feels small to you, but like if one snake was loose in my house, that's one too many.
That's over. It's over. It's a rat, folks.
You're like, oh, just 5 snakes got loose in my house.
Well, not at once, not at once either. But yeah, and usually, and like I said, for the most part, it's my own fault. Like I just didn't plan something out, and then I
got distracted.
Important thing is you learn from it and you don't let it happen again. But you know.
Nice. So have you ever sold a snake to any famous people, anything like that?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm not big on that because, like I said, my stuff doesn't catch the most attention. But I like sneakers a lot, so I met guys down at Suplex. They're a sneaker consignment shop.
You one of them dudes that wait out like in the line outside and camp out. All this.
Sadly enough, when I was younger, yeah.
Oh, when he had the time, folks.
But
when he had the time.
But them guys always they were really cool people, and we would talk back and forth, and they were always interested in the snake thing, not to be in it. They just thought it was cool.
Right.
Like
Sneakers
it's
interesting.
It's
right.
kind of the same, like not the same thing.
But a collector and something you're into.
So they bought, the one guy, Chris, called me and said, hey, look, I got a buddy. It's Little Uzi Vert, which I'm not big on new rap.
Little Uzi. That's the rapper.
Yeah,
he's from Philly, correct?
He's from Philly.
He's from hometown.
But I'm not, I knew he's famous. I didn't know how famous he was.
Right.
Yeah.
I heard of him type thing.
He wants to come over and check out your stuff. And it was just random. It was like Thursday night out of nowhere. Like I was like, okay, yeah,
just
sure.
watching TV.
So at this point, you didn't know how famous he was. You're just like, yeah, send him over.
I know he's famous. He's coming with him. And he's like, oh, I just don't want you to be alarmed. There's going to be 2 SUVs roll up. And I was like, look.
Oh, wow. They came with the whole entourage,
he
security
he
type
does
thing?
like the whole posse thing. You know what I mean? So he's like, but it's only going to be like me, him, and his driver. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. And the rest of the guy, I was like, I didn't care. I just didn't
But it's your home. You don't want to go have all these people in your house.
It's 2 big SUVs. I don't need 15 people in my room. Yeah. You know what I mean? So he came over.
What snakes do you have?
He came over. He picked up a snake, and he liked it, and he bought one.
How was he personality? Was he a nice
what's
guy?
That like, right.
From what I heard, he just likes animals. You know what I mean? And he was really into it. Like
That's awesome.
He liked everything.
Was he like a polite person?
He was very nice. It was funny because my son Dan, he heard of him. Obviously, he's younger.
Right.
He's not a big fan, but he knows his songs.
Right.
And it was out of nowhere. So I said, Dan, I went upstairs. He was playing PlayStation. I said, come downstairs. Little Uzi Vert's in our dining room. He goes, no, he's not.
Get out. You didn't even tell me he was on his way or interested in buying. You just said, come down.
And at the time, my son was, I don't know, this was years ago. So he might have been 9 or something.
Right.
Yeah.
My son's a bigger kid, but he's not gigantic. And he goes, when he left, he goes, I'm taller than that dude, Dad. I'm like, he's a little dude.
Yeah.
But like,
He's a shorter guy, yeah.
So your son was in awe when he seen him? He was just like, oh my God, I can't believe you told the truth. Or...
I just think he was more surprised. You know what I mean? So yeah. It was,
but I would imagine you had photos and everything, right?
Just one. I really didn't like.
We're going to put it up, fella. Everybody, we're going to put it up. Don't worry.
What was crazy was I called my friend Beat. Because I know he would know. I was like, I asked the dude, Little Uzi Vert, I said, can I FaceTime my boy? He'll trip out over this.
Because he's a fan, I guess.
He was so free. He goes, why are you FaceTime me? I just wanted to meet my friend over here. And then I put him on with him, and he was like freaking out, trying to make beats for him and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
So, so yo, I got this hot track. Come check me out.
Yeah. Okay. And then another guy who owns a snake company, Robin Lanier, he's an NHL goalie.
Really?
At the time when he was over, he's with the Buffalo Sabres.
Oh, this is a whole new guy. So
this is a whole new guy.
More famous people, folks.
Yeah, he's an NHL goalie. He came over to check out my stuff. He was on the Sabres at the time. They were playing the Flyers.
Okay.
I picked him up. He was real cool.
You better give him a high price, sir.
Really nice hotel.
You better give him a high price playing our team. Are you kidding me?
So he came over just to check out stuff. And, of course, everything that he wanted was my holdbacks. And holdbacks are like when I breathe.
I was going to say, what is this?
When I make something, I keep it for myself because it's something nice that I'm going to make more nice stuff with. And for me, like I said, I do this for me. I'm my own biggest customer. I keep the stuff most
keep
people
half the stash?
really want. So,
Okay.
And I thought usually people do have that and they'll come off with something, but like everything he wanted was like, will you sell me that one? No. It's like, he wouldn't budge either. He's like, well, I don't want that one. I want that one. So if you'll come off that one. So it was pretty cool.
You didn't even let him throw a price out there? You just were like, no.
No, yeah, I wouldn't.
So they were like potential breeders for you.
He knows his stuff, and I wouldn't rip somebody off anyway. So, I mean, if he really wanted it, he could have said, I'll throw some ridiculous number on there. But I'm sure if he wanted it, he would put a little bit more on there, knowing I wouldn't sell it. But he's seen that I wasn't coming off. And it's funny because the size difference. Little Uzi Vert was a little guy. In my old basement, it was like 86 inches. It's weird that I know that because of how high. But like,
you have to know the space.
He's a goalie. He's like I think he's from Sweden. I think he is. I might mess that up, whatever. But like he kind of had to like duck in my basement. Like he was tall. Yeah, he was a big dude.
Oh, he's staring at his dudes the whole time.
How was he?
He was really
nice guy.
He was really cool too, and it was just strange because like I had to pick him up and then drive him back.
He didn't come with an entourage.
No.
He needed a ride.
And like,
he must not have had a good contract, folks.
I'm not into hockey anymore, and I would just ask him like, "What do you do? Like where?
Right.
Like I picked him up from a hotel and I was dropping him off at like what's the Double Eagle Steakhouse at Philly?
What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know, but like he's like, yeah, I'll go there. I'm gonna go there and get a nice steak dinner and all. Before, like that's what he does before a game. Hang out with some of my teammates, and it's like, so.
He eats a steak dinner before a game.
He's a big dude.
That's a little heavy.
Big
I guess
dude.
they need protein.
You know what I need?
It wasn't before
I need
a game.
steak.
He was in Philly, and then he had the game the next night.
Okay.
And he wound up giving me tickets. So yeah.
Oh, wow. That's good.
And they were good tickets.
Oh, to play your hometown.
Yeah, they were good tickets. Yeah, and I said, I hope you do good, but I hope we win. You know what I mean?
I hope we smash your face.
Yeah, I said, I hope we win 1-0. He's a goalie, so
absolutely.
That's awesome. You got free tickets out of it.
Yeah,
huh?
Well, that's awesome of him.
Yeah.
Well, at least for the ride, it's the least he could do. Jeez.
Wish he played for the Eagles or Sixers,
or had an entourage.
You got to get your selling game up, man. Market to them.
That's awesome.
There's a lot of a couple of my buddies sold to NFL players. Like it's getting big, and celebrities and athletes keeping them.
So now in the hobby, you were talking about prices. Do prices vary from male to female, or is it just one set price?
No, they definitely vary from male to female.
Okay. And the reason why?
Generally, females are more expensive, just because it takes longer to raise up the female from a breeding standpoint.
They grow slower, smaller,
and depending on genetics. So
okay.
If something is a simple recessive, it takes a longer time to make it. So if you have the female, it's going to be a quicker process than if you start with the mutation of the male and breed it to a normal female or a female that's not of that genetic. So
I see you brought mixers. Do you want to mix yourself a drink?
Ooh.
You brought, what'd you bring?
Let's make a good little cocktail.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Soda?
Yeah,
is that nice? Let's try it.
Give me
Give it to him at least.
Hold on.
You're not mixing the guys.
No. I'm a neat guy.
You don't need it. You just need me.
I don't need splashes of flavor.
This is what sprayed all over me earlier.
Well, take your time. Yeah. Look at that.
I want to drink it the way you drink it to get the full experience.
He wants the Maddie experience.
I don't really know how I drink it. I just buy them at the bar. So
look at that.
I don't know if that's too much or too little.
Hey, you're not a bartender. You're a snake breeder.
It's true. I'm not even really. Right. You want a lime too? You can squirt your own lime in it.
Well, he better squirt his own or take it from you. I don't know.
I'll squirt your lime, Rick.
You ain't the first.
Oh!
All right.
There it is.
It looks good.
Yeah,
it's all fizzy.
Taste all that squirt.
Let's give it a shot.
All right, good. Little weirdos. Ugh.
Oh, that's good.
It's a lot better.
Yeah.
See?
Josh, you got to give this a shot.
No, it was never bad from the jump, so I'm okay. I don't need an enhancement. I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate you.
I mean, with this, I would rate it higher now. Right?
All of a sudden, it's the best vodka he's ever had, folks.
I like it in a Long Island iced tea. It just gets lost in there, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You don't even
how does all the liquor go in there and then it just tastes like iced tea?
It is crazy.
And then it gets you super drunk.
It's funny because people consider that, like, when I get it, people are like, oh, look at you. What are you, a 16-year-old chick at Applebee's or something? I'm like, it's delicious. I like it. So, yeah.
What was that? Say it again. Say that again.
Like, what are you, a 16-year-old chick at Applebee's? Like,
meanwhile, it's got more liquor in it than they drank all day.
Yeah. But it's funny. There's a couple snake breeders I know, and that's the drink to go to. I don't know if it's like a snake guy drink or whatever, but like they're delicious.
Just like how it's like you could fit the most amount of liquor in one glass. Give me that.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, no,
hurry up! It's good for weddings. Good for weddings.
It gets you there, and it tastes good. It's what it is.
Yeah. See, the first time I had Long Island iced teas was wedding.
Wedding, yeah.
A cousin came up to me and said, "You want something real fast? You only need 3 of them." I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I don't want to keep waiting in that line. What's that drink? Long Island iced tea.
A lot of times at weddings, they taste like crap, though.
Yeah.
I don't do them right.
It's Long Island water.
Yeah, basically they add the little bit of liquor they can do, and then they have like a terrible sour mix.
Everything else is just the color of it, what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, it's just like, you're just sitting there with like a tardy face the whole time, like, oh, that's not good.
I don't think that's right. But I'll do it.
My cousin had a wedding, served me Shirley Temples all night and told me I was getting drunk.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Did you act
I had them all stacked up, and I was like I was like,
look
sick.
at me, folks, look at me.
And I was afraid the bartender was going to catch on, so I'd have him order me, like, go get me 5.
Right.
Yeah, so I had like a table full of them, and I'm slurring. And
no way. That is the greatest thing I've ever heard. I never heard that. And I've known this dude since I was 9.
Yeah.
All right. I was probably at that party.
Probably were.
Yeah, I was probably drunk next to him.
Now that we have some drinks in us,
okay.
Shall we break the snakes out?
If you want to, it's up to you.
Dude, I don't know. What? Hold on.
Well, explain what you're breaking out.
So,
give me a minute.
It's funny because my specialty is Borneo short tails, but it's wintertime, and everything that I wanted to bring that I could happened to be in shed. And in shed, they don't look good, and they're more antsy. They can't see, so I was like...
Wait. So these are not shedding, I hope?
They're not in shed.
Okay, thank God.
But I really want to bring a Borneo short tail because that's my thing. But I bought one is a blood python. It's a mutation. That's like a prettier one. It's going to probably be more appealing to you guys. And then I bought a Madagascar tree boa, which is called a Sanzinia.
Spends most of its life in a tree, I guess.
And that's like a more rare, very cool snake to me.
Oh, really?
And
let's see that one.
Wait. Do they bite?
They're snakes. He don't know. It's just it may will or won't.
Mouth, Rick?
Yeah, right.
All right, do it.
Listen, the problem,
a little bit.
The problem is not probably going to be the bite. Is if they poop or pee, it's going to be a mess in here.
Okay. Does it smell?
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry, Century 21 Advantage Gold.
We're sorry. Yes.
Snake poop and pee.
All right, you're gonna hand this thing to us now, right?
No, well, I'm gonna bring it out and make sure it's all right.
Wait, thank God, yes, do that, do that.
Oh wait,
definitely do that.
I don't want anything
safety first,
handed
folks.
to me.
Nothing, and it better be a real snake.
I don't want to play. Go to the
Oh, there it is.
Lord.
There it is.
Show it to the camera.
There it is. I think they see it. I see it. Oh man,
that's cool
honestly,
looking.
yeah, honestly, it definitely is.
So yeah, this is this is the Western one.
Yeah,
It's called a
Mandarin.
This is. There's another phase. It's called a green phase. It's the Eastern. It's more sought after, but they're both pretty rare.
Right. For the people not watching this on YouTube for the podcast, can you explain what the snake kind of looks like?
What it looks like.
It's got like diamond shapes to it.
Yeah, it's a couple different shades of brown. It's got a little yellow in there. The head is kind of like a spaded head. It's got really pronounced heat pits.
Scary.
Yeah, the face and the head look really cool. I mean, if you can see, check out all them cool heat pits around the.
Look at that. That's neat. Yeah.
Keep
going.
Their head is really cool. So this one is a male. It's not full grown.
How can you tell? Like, how can you tell?
You either.
Yeah, does it have a ding dang or not?
Well, you either probe them or cloacal pop them if they're.
Whoa,
big words, big words. Slow down, back up.
I understood probe. What are you doing over there?
Yeah, well, you take a set of snake probes and you probe it, and then usually there's different ways for different species to tell if they're male or female. Cloacal popping involves the cloacal, which is where they go to the
Is that what we called the
butthole? It's their butthole.
Okay.
Butthole.
Wait, the butthole's the cloacal pop?
Well, so it's their butthole. It's also where their sexual organs are. The hemipenes or the all that other stuff.
Kegel pop.
So if you pop it correctly and you're able to pop,
you have to pop their boo hole.
If they're males,
you have to pop their booty hole.
Well, you pop, because it's where their junk is, Josh, or not their junk. You know what I mean?
It's hidden. It's hidden in there.
You got to go digging for a boom bunt.
Yeah,
what is it?
Like you can't do it like an outlet. It's weirder with gators, right? They have to put their finger in there and feel around.
Yeah, last time I was checking a gator for a vagina or a penis, I recall doing that.
But yeah,
I'm sorry.
But there's certain species you can. It's easiest when they're babies, but certain ones you can't do when they're little because they're just too fragile, or it just won't help you.
He looks pretty chill. He doesn't look.
Yeah, I kind of like this guy.
He's looking right at me. Did he just jump?
That was something.
Control your boy.
My hand.
Am I breathing too much?
This is one I handed my daughter Michelle with no issue. Like she.
You had to put that in here to make us look crazy when we get handed. Yeah, I'm not fucking. You take it first. It's you, buddy.
Look, what you do when you handle it, just.
Did it do it again?
Well, no. You try to be. No, it's jumping off my hand because it's.
Okay.
Finding a tree.
Yeah.
I hope.
But you just
all right. Let's get this. Let's do this.
Do you want to hold it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
You don't have to hold it.
I have to. I believe.
All right. Please get this.
Jesus.
It would be
no, I don't want anyone.
Listen,
to
we
get
need viewers. We need viewers.
Oh my God. We need viewers. This will go viral.
If it were,
I'm not taking one to the jugular.
Bite, I would say cut because it's
all
not
right,
good.
All right. Now, how do I go about? What's the appropriate way to steak?
Just try to. Just don't grip it like this.
Not tight.
Like see how I'm doing? Yeah.
Okay. So kind of let him go through.
Yeah.
But not too much.
They don't like when you feel like they have something trapping the top of their body, their spine.
Oh, that's a lot of rules.
Ooh,
don't put them near me, man.
There it is.
Why are you putting this fucking head near me?
Well, I got to get it over my mind.
Just don't move around a lot, Rick, or you're going to...
No move. I think my finger's in his doogly pop.
Oh, my God.
Look at that.
Don't put them over the board. They poop and pee.
Nah, this one should be good.
Yeah, is it projective?
This one should be good. Yeah, it can be, but this one should be fine.
Josh, you are so brave.
No, it's definitely the Tito's, folks. It's definitely the Tito. This thing is so cool. Look at, I love the way they feel.
What could I do to get him to bite Josh? Is there like
nothing? I'm not making it bite anybody.
I think he's almost getting there because he's tightening up a little. Yeah, please, a little. No, hold on. You got to give it to Rick, though.
No, Rick ain't touching it.
Yeah, Rick, that's why you brought it in. Watch my wrist.
I'm too scared.
Wow.
Too scared.
So you want to see the other
one? Are you
one?
serious?
Yeah.
You made me do that?
Snakes don't like me. Matt, you remember Snakes Don't Like Me? I've been in your snake face before.
Oh, you've been there, yeah. You know, all you hear is all these cages.
Yeah.
They don't like jupe and leather jackets. That's
Yes, folks, if you did not notice about my co-host and your favorite, he used to wear a coat. All the time. Made of leather.
Yes.
Right? Let me get to it. Let me sell it. Let me sell it. Okay. He used to wear a leather coat in summer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's part of the look. And juke. Everybody remembers
the juke. Yes.
Before I bring this one out, because it's going to be hard for me to explain.
Wait, is this the crazy one?
It's not crazy, but they're not.
It's a little different from the well, this is the one he's holding.
It's the wild card.
No, it's not wild.
The wild. It's the me snake.
Borneo short tails and blood pythons are kind of around the same thing. They used to be a subspecies. Now they're a separate species.
Mm-hmm. Who determines that? Like, we don't like that.
Different things when you find it. People that really discover it and find it in the wild, and then you determine.
Okay.
Scale counts and
everything
like that. Yeah. So they can be handled. They could be like puppy dog tame, but some of them are a little bit more whippy and they're a little more awkward to handle.
Now, what do you mean by whippy? Like the tail or the face, the teeth? What is it?
I need to know what whippy means.
I want to prepare myself to what
this isn't an adult, but they're a heavier bodied snake. They like to be on the ground, so it's like easier when you handle them in your lap.
Okay.
Bringing them above can make them a little bit tense. So and this one, like,
hold up, I gotta get more Tito's before
you're not holding this one.
No, I'm not allowed. Oh shit, that wild.
Yeah, this one's a little whippy.
What it is.
I think I could do it.
I'm not worried. What it is, they hold their bathroom
you're
a
the
lot,
snake guy.
and when they get nervous or scared,
they'll do it. Okay, so
and they'll shoot it out.
So can I hold it?
Your board can be trashed.
Yeah.
Can I hit?
Yeah, just aim. It's what is it?
I'm away from my face.
What did we call the booty hole?
What's the booty butt?
Don't you aim that Wakel scale.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that.
Oh. All right, for people listening at home, we almost just died.
Look, it's already about to poop on me.
Oh, well, okay. Well, direct that to the basket.
Get him back in. We don't need that kind of energy on the show.
It's very beautiful colored.
He came out the box ready to go. He was waiting.
He's just not.
It's on my feet.
Oh, my God. Is he loose?
He definitely nipped at him. He nipped at him. Okay.
Is that one of the species that bit you out of the bites you had?
Yeah. That's the ones I get bit by the most.
Oh, wow. Maybe start with that before you pull out of the box.
Are you serious, Rick? It was your little sneaky idea to bring them in here, and then you tell them to bring the most hottest snake you got.
Hold on,
what is this? This is terrible. I hate you. This is great.
Look, I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about the box. Is the box tight? Is he in there?
Yeah, it should be.
It should be.
Nah, I need a definite, bro.
It's tight enough.
What does that mean?
I'm going to see if it gets out.
All right. So, next thing you know, Rick's turning purple with a snake wrapped around his throat. We know it wasn't tight.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back on track.
But like I said, I would like to bring that one out, but it was going to be difficult.
That is intense.
So, while we've seen the snakes, why don't you give a nice little plug to where people can buy stuff like this and other types? So list every snake that you kind of have available, like type, and give us where they would find it. How would they buy it from you?
I can't list every snake I have available. I don't even have that many available.
No, not so much that, but just where they can find you and see your collection.
Oh, how can they buy from me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, sure. Facebook, Instagram. Just use it. Kind of work a little bit old school right now. Email if you have it, but like basically people are asking me if I have something available because I'm not really advertising right now.
Right.
And I send them pictures and info of what it is.
Okay.
And there's a thing called Morph Market, which has been pretty good. They have a whole bunch of snake listings on there. You can just list the snakes. Now you're getting all creepy.
I'm jumping.
Dude, every time it's still in the room. So I'm kind of freaking out. Not good.
If it gets loose in here, this is not a escape-proof room.
Look, I'm not letting
dude, what do you mean I'm pushing you?
I'm not letting that snake out of my sight. It
was little. I don't think how it could get us, but I just don't want to be bit.
Don't them things click? Like the boxes? They click, right? Like
yeah, but they can push out of that.
Oh, thanks, man.
That species can easily pop the lid.
Oh, thank.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
pour me a little bit more vodka.
Yeah. You see this? This is why we have a happy hour. Yeah. Jesus, let's go. No more. Oh, you're cool with your club soda and lime.
So they're gonna get you at what's your Facebook? What's your handle?
Go ahead.
Well, if you just look up Philly Herpetoculture, Herpetoculture, Herpetoculture.
Nice.
I'm gonna have on our website. We'll have them links.
Yeah. Really, I think if you were to just type in the search Philly Herp, it'll come up. So
or something else. Philly Herp. I feel like if you type in Philly Herp,
you would think that, but it should come up. And then
and on you.
Same thing on Instagram, Philly Herpetoculture. I think all one word on Instagram. That's how it usually is. So
okay. And like I said, we're gonna put it on becomingthegoat.net. Like any links that you have, so people that you can go there, becomingthegoat.net, And you could find Matt that way, too.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Matt. So our other shows, we were doing a Go to the Week. We decided to switch it up.
Ooh, listen to this now.
So we're doing something that's kind of like a game show. So, yeah, hold on. And this is one of your suggestions. You were like, that Go to the Week is lame. You called us up and said that.
Ooh, look at him. Oh, our first critic.
I'm just letting you know. I got buddies. They got a big-time podcast.
Morelia Python Radio.
What's the name of their podcast?
Their podcast, Morelia Python Radio. They do the best reptile podcast.
Okay,
my friends, they're basically family. They're awesome guys. And the only reason I have an opinion is because I've been listening to them for so long, and they do such a good job.
And you hate us.
No,
it's fine. It's fine.
Hey, I'm not the only one that said the Go to the Week is a little.
Now you're really shitting on it.
He knows things.
No, we're happy to mix it up. We want to make the show better. It's going to keep evolving. So we're going to try something new today.
But we don't like it.
It's awesome.
So what we're doing is a game show, and it's going to be really corny, cheesy. We
no, it's not. It's the greatest game of all time, Matt. And you better suit up because we're about to get in it.
This is Josh's personality bleeding through the show.
This is Josh's time to shine.
This is me, folks.
All right. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then when we get back, we're going to start the game.
Aww. Okay. Hey, this is the part of the show we're going to let you in on a little secret about my co-host, Rick Renson.
If you are looking for a relentless real estate agent from Century 21 Advantage Gold, give me a call at 215-806-6766. And that's 215-806-6766. You can also email me.
You ain't ready, bro.
Renson at c21ag.com.
Century 21!
Welcome to Stump the Goat, the game show where our guest wins nothing but gets to torture the host. This is a 4-round game. Each round one, the guest gets to give the hosts a shot. Viewers at home, please drink responsibly. Here's your host, the guy who stands to lose the most, Josh Ross.
Oh, thank you. Settle down, everybody. Settle down. So thank you so much. Okay. Are you ready to play Stump the Goat? We have Matt Minatolo as our guest and our contestant. Are you ready to play Stump the Goat, sir?
Sure am.
Okay, we're going to go into round one, and round one will be consisted of true or false questions. Are you ready to play?
False.
So he's ready. He's ready, folks. Look at him. He got the jokes. Let's go. All right, let's get into this.
Now, you have to get two of the three questions right. It's 3-question game.
Are you ready?
Each round will be different.
What happens? Do I get shocked if not?
No, we don't have to do the shot. So a shot is at stake each round for me and Josh having to do whatever you brought in.
Okay.
Are you ready to do this? Are you ready, sir?
Sure.
All right, let's go. Question number 1, true or false? Gin is typically included in a Long Island iced tea.
Ooh.
Oh, I should know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Survey says... Oh, you're correct. Oh, my goodness.
You're on your way to winning the round.
Oh, my goodness. So, okay. Oh, my God. I hate this. Question number 2. You ready, sir?
Sure.
Okay, let's go. In a deck of cards, the king has a mustache.
Ooh, does he? Don't he?
I don't know. Did he have time to shave?
No.
Survey says... Oh, he's correct. Look at him go.
Drinking. You did the 2 out of 3.
This is crazy, folks. This is insane. He's on a roll. So I already lost.
Let's see if you get the third one.
All right, just for shits, let's go for question number 3, even though you already got me. All right, so question number 3. There are 2 parts of the body that can't heal themselves. What? True or false?
2 parts of the body that can't heal themselves.
Ooh.
I want to say true.
But he's so wrong. It doesn't matter because I lost.
Can I phone a friend? I need to call Chris.
So, do you know
no lifelines yet? Not yet, sir. But anyway, you son of a bitch.
The only part of the body that can't heal itself, only one, is the teeth.
Ooh, I did not.
I should have known that. I don't even consider that a part of the body.
Because it never does. Because every time I gotta go to a damn dentist, he never said it's looking better.
Yeah.
I've been around some rough people. I've never seen teeth heal, so I mean I could go for that.
All right, well, take your damn thing, you prick. All right.
This is a shot. You won the round.
Yeah, you won the round, folks. God damn, I hate him.
Matt. I hope you fucking.
Did I say 6 rating? I mean it 2. This is terrible.
I hope I win more.
All right.
Hold on, dude. I need a fucking chupa.
Someone's got it.
Now I wish I had the mixer. Oh, this is terrible.
You want a little soda? I got a little soda here.
No, get away from me. I don't need your herpes.
Philadelphia herpes.
With COVID, he's like, take a sip. Are you serious? Yeah. Even if you test negative, I'm not tasting that, pal. Okay, so anyway, going on to round number 2. Are you ready, sir?
Yeah.
Round number 2. Or, I'm sorry, we already did 2. That was the mustache, right?
No, we're on round 2.
Oh, round number 1,
2.
Question number 3. Sorry.
Wait, no.
Whoops.
Round number 2, it's quotes. So you would have to.
Oh, yeah, right.
Okay.
We're going to say a quote. You get a multiple choice. You got to say who said that quote.
Okay.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready, Matt?
Okay.
Matt, this is for kind of the marbles.
I'm ready.
Kind of. You ready?
Yep.
They're kind of clapping. They are clapping. We don't know.
I don't know.
But they're fucking excited.
It's going to be bad.
It's going to be bad. All right. So, okay. Round 2. Question number 1. Quotes. The game of life is like football. You have to tackle your problems, block your fears, and score your points while you get the opportunity. Who said this quote?
What's my multiple choice?
All right, here it goes. Here it goes. Give me a minute. I had to sell it. Let me sell it. Okay. Question or A, is it Troy Aikman? B, the liquor, folks. B, Donald Trump. C, Louis Grizzle. Or is that what that is?
Louis
Grizzlard.
Grizzard.
Okay.
Tito's, thank you. D, Michael Scott.
You want to hear it again?
Yeah, you definitely got to hear it again, right?
It's not Michael Scott.
All right, so he's
I'm
out.
certain on that, and I don't know.
You want the question again? You want the quote again?
And I don't like Trump or Aikman, but I'm
so you're not going to pick him just because you don't like him?
I'm going to guess Troy Aikman.
Survey says.
Oh,
I'm kind of safe.
The answer was Louis Grizzard.
Ooh, Grizzard. That's how
I have no idea.
Might be a football. I like
no
football,
idea.
and I don't even know who it is.
Oh wow, that's hit him with the buzzer. Good job, buddy. Good
like
job.
Football. You don't know nothing.
Probably plays for the Browns or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, moving along.
No, he's actually an Eagle. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, is he?
No, I don't know.
From what, 1934?
Yeah, I fell for that.
Randall Cunningham's best friend.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get back to the game.
Question number 3 of round 2.
Quote, you're on 2.
Oh, quotes. Shit. We're going off the rails,
Someone take
folks.
the Tito's phone.
Yeah, but someone who gave it a low rating.
Wow.
That's what his rating now.
All right.
Is it still a 6?
Well, I don't know. It got me through that snake segment. So.
That's
I'm going to give it a fair rate.
Yeah.
No, it's 2 for me. Yeah. I wouldn't touch them damn things, especially the one. The pretty one was the angry one, just like life.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Question number 3 of round 2. Here it goes. Quotes. Okay, Wikipedia is
that's 3. Read 2.
Schnickle. All right, let's go. If you aren't in the moment, you are either looking forward to the uncertainty or back to pain and regret. Is it A, Jim Carrey, B, Gandhi, C, Whoopi Goldberg, D, Luke Skywalker?
Do you need to do the quote again?
I'm just going, I have no idea. I'm just going to go with Jim Carrey because I like him.
And survey says...
Yeah, there it is.
Jim Carrey, and that quote is, if you aren't in the moment, you're either looking forward to uncertainty or back to pain and regret.
Ooh.
That's Jim Carrey. He's a nut.
Moving right along.
Nope, you still got another question on that one. You might want to pick
Coming
that
back
up from
to
the
floor.
Okay, quit throwing stuff, host.
Moving right along. Well, not really. All right, you ready? Round 3-ish. 2-ish. Let's go. All right, question 3 of round 2. Jesus. Wikipedia is the best thing ever. Anyone in the world can write anything they want about any subject, so
already
you
know it. Michael Scott.
Ooh!
Ding, ding, ding,
Give it to him!
You won this round.
He actually won that shit? I tried to read it.
You got 2 out of 3, right?
Yeah.
All right.
That's amazing at this game. We're going to get drunk. You need these papers. You're way too drunk. Don't let him see the answers.
No, wait. That's round 2. We're done now.
Okay. All right, pour some shots. We got some shots to do.
No, I don't need them.
I don't
need them.
You signed on for the game.
It's not even, look. It's not even a shot. It's not even a shot. Right. Do me dirty. Whoa.
Okay, all right.
It's all go.
Terrible.
All right.
I hope you breathe snakes better than you pour shots.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, watch my shot coming over the board.
There, you're getting the dry one.
Ooh. Thank you.
There you go, Josh.
That's what she said.
Michael Scott.
I don't know if that's a good thing, but all right, I will take it.
All right. Josh, cheers. We got to do it. I don't know if he does this. Are you going to be able to finish the game? All right, ready?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. To Matt.
Glad I'm on this side of the table.
Yeah, he fucking...
Probably get ready to fill it up again for you guys.
We should really have a bucket available.
The bucket games?
If I throw up,
I don't even know where we go next. I don't know what we do now.
Okay.
We lost 2 rounds.
We're going to the 3rd round. You ready?
No.
Are we ready for the 3rd round of the game? Okay. Matt's doing excellent so far. He's won 2 rounds out of the 2 rounds.
All right, listen here, asshole. Round 3, statistics.
It's statistics.
What is it?
Statistics.
Okay. No, round 3, statistics. Isms. All right, no. All right, let's get into it. You ready?
Yeah, got it.
You ready?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah,
You sure?
I'm ready. I don't think you're ready.
Am I ready?
Yeah, you're not.
I'm not.
I had to check on you to check on me. Give me a minute. Okay, back to the game.
All right, let's go. Question number 1. The global rate for washing hands after using the toilet is A, 80%, B, 20%, C, 90%, or is it D, 30%?
It's global. It's not just the U.S.
Yeah, the whole entire world. So that's third world countries. Everything.
When they shit in buckets, pee in buckets.
We got 80.
A is 80.
Yeah.
B is 20. C is 90. D is 30.
Ooh.
I don't got a lot of faith. I got to go with 30%.
Survey says.
And the answer was 20%. Even less.
Even less.
You had more faith than you thought.
Yeah, I know.
Dirty
I
people.
the world too much credit.
Dirty people out there. Just peeing and pooping and wiping. And what?
I'm part of the 20%. 80%.
It's nasty.
Bring back the snake. Every time he doesn't wash his hands, he gets bit by the throat.
Pissing all over your hands and walking.
Well, I guess I'm not that percent. Jesus. All right. You ready?
Question number 2.
For statistics number 2.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's go. All right. How many times can an average human being walk around the world if you added up all their steps in a lifetime? Is it A, 1 time, B, 3.3 times, or is it C, 6.3 times?
That's the average human being?
Right.
Yeah.
D, 4.5. Explain.
If you take all the average, the steps of an average
steps
human
they've ever
being,
had in their,
how much?
Going with 1.
One time around?
One time around the world. Okay. Yeah. Survey says.
We're not doing the shot. We got 2 runs. Thank the Lord. All right.
Thank God for me.
Little fun fact
I
on
basically thought people were
fun
very
fact.
lazy, so I didn't.
This is a mess.
One time.
We should go back to the goat of the week. We should go back to the goat of the week.
The couch to the kitchen isn't that many steps for the most part.
I think you're making
that's your typical walking.
Most people.
You're making it to Wisconsin.
How many people sit in cubicles all day? You know what I mean?
This is true. This is
all right. So, fun fact: on average, a person walks 7,500 steps a day, and an average life expectancy of 80 years. Using that data, scientists calculate that a person can walk 180 kilometers during their lifetime. That means that in your life, you can walk around the equator 4.5 times.
It's lies. People don't walk that much. I'm telling you.
I walk for a living.
I walk for a living. I don't know a lot of walkers.
It's lies.
What do you mean? I'm sitting right next to you. All I do is walk. I don't have a license.
He thinks we said drinkers.
That's true.
Never mind.
All right.
Okay,
let's do the third question just for the hell of it. You already lost the rest.
Sure, let's do it.
For sure. Are you ready? Sure. Are you ready? Because this would have been for the money if you got the other wrong.
For the money.
Or for the humiliation of me doing this.
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
Okay.
All right, let's go. Are you sure?
Are you ready? You
I'm giving goddamn minutes. All right, let's go. How many Americans, on average, die from snake bites each year? You should know this. You should know that. You messed this up, and I kick you in the hee.
Go ahead.
He has snakes.
You ready?
Don't
You ready?
mess
You ready? Okay. A, 5. B, 35. C, 121. Or is it D, 16?
Is it people or percentage? You said people.
People.
Right? People.
Amount of people.
Wait,
amount of Americans.
Yeah.
Americans
Yeah.
alone? Just
How many Americans on average die from snake bites each year?
I read it, and I should have known it.
Well,
United
all of them,
States.
Look, take notice. I just want to use it.
Don't beat yourself up.
Take notice. It's low, right? How many
No, I'm going to kill myself.
Look, all them
Sorry,
numbers are low, right? Just want to use this for an example.
Yeah.
How many people overhype how dangerous snakes are?
You're absolutely right.
Right?
I did.
Yeah.
I do.
You know what percentage, and I'm not trying to shit on dogs, because I love dogs too. Dogs kill people more than snakes kill people. You know what I mean? And that's just saying. All right.
For you snake lovers.
People demonize snakes. People demonize snakes, and they make them like they're the worst thing in the world. But I'm going to go with... what was
Don't look at my papers.
One more time.
You want the question? You want the question again?
No, not the question. What were the numbers?
No, Matt, I'm going to sell it this time. You're going to know the...
What was it? 5?
What is it?
5, 35, 121, or 16.
I'm going to go with... I want to say 5. I'm going to go with 16 now.
16?
16.
Oh, my God. From a snake breeder himself.
Now, what is it?
5.
You were right.
Yeah.
Go with your first instinct.
All the way.
See, YouTube is ruining me because there's a lot of dummies. That
there's a lot of misinformation out there, folks.
They handle venomous snakes, and I assume other people might
know what they're
Yeah.
talking about. Okay.
But it's
Snakes just look scary, so people associate it with oh my God, there's all these snake bites. Like I think of snakes as scary, so I think a snake bite.
Is that why you didn't hold it?
Yeah.
Is that why you didn't hold
Well,
it?
listen, I have a fun fact about this one.
Oh.
Each year, an estimate of 7,000 to 8,000 people are bitten from venomous snakes in the United States.
How many?
7,000 to 8,000 people. About 5 of those people die. The number of deaths would be much higher if people didn't seek medical care. People are far more likely to suffer long-term injuries from a snake bite than die from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would agree with that?
Yeah, and most of the time it's human error. It's not.
Did you ever hear in your field someone has been bitten by that?
I know it.
And died?
I knew a dude from one of the local pet stores. Was dumb, wanted to handle a sidewinder, and he got.
What's a sidewinder?
It's a venomous snake. It's not the most.
One striking this way, that way.
It's not the most potent venom.
I don't want to tussle with a sidewinder because I don't know which way it's going.
Yeah, exactly my point. How do you determine what a sidewinder?
Can I get a front winder? I'll fuck with a front winder.
As long as it's here and I can see it, baby, I'll deal with it.
It's a smaller venomous snake.
Yeah,
It's not super potent venom, but it can hurt you. He got nailed in the thumb, and he was okay. He had to go. He was trying to not go to the hospital or doctors, so he wasn't embarrassed and didn't hurt the snake hobby, which is a dumb thing too. I mean, go
if you're there, get the medical attention, folks.
Don't get worse off. But should have never been doing it. Knew immediately afterwards how stupid it was.
Right,
got it taken away. And it's funny. I had a behind the scene tour at Philadelphia Zoo. And they were like, "Oh, that's a sidewinder we got from a local Philadelphia guy that got bit by." I'm like,
that's the guy. Yeah.
I know that idiot. Yeah, I know that idiot. Yeah. So,
well, it says right,
and that's my guy.
Right in my fun fact, it says that the number would be higher if people didn't seek medical attention. Yeah.
But the important thing to know is, if you encounter these snakes in the wild, they don't come at you and attack you. If you there can be accidents. You could trip or something like that, or step on something. But usually you'll kind of know if the snakes are around, so you'll be careful, right? So, but there's so many people that think these snakes chase you down and attack you, or they want to turn around and run. They don't. If it's a rattlesnake, they rattle. So it's saying get away from it. Otherwise, they sit up and they flick their tongue and they look fierce because they want you to go the other way.
Right.
They don't want to bite you. They just want to get out.
So it's more like if you cornered
them.
You would have to corner them.
Generally, what it is people that they don't know better, or they think they're going to be a hero and handle it like they seen someone do on YouTube or television.
Right.
Back in the day, there's no more TV they really do that on. But
no, they don't.
So.
Hey! Hey!
We're playing you out. That's enough.
Wrap them up, folks. I don't care.
We're a mess.
Get off your snake soapbox.
Snakes are killing me.
Now let me stop.
All right, we do have another round of this.
I know.
Yeah. So the next round consists of you calling a friend, and you have to get them to say a word, but you can't say certain words, and we'll go over all that to get him to that word. I don't know if I'm describing that right, but I'll describe it after the break a little better.
Ooh. Hey, this is the part of the show we're going to let you in on a little secret about my co-host, Rick Renson.
If you are looking for a relentless real estate agent from Century 21 Advantage Gold, give me a call at 215-806-6766. And that's 215-806-6766. You can also email me at rick.renson@c21ag.com.
Century 21!
Back to the game. What is Matt pointing at?
I don't know. I thought maybe we were muted.
What do we need? You are safe, baby. We got you.
I'll handle the board, you handle the stakes. What's wrong with you?
Where are they? Where are they? All right, let's get back to it.
All right, in this round, we're going to have you phone a friend.
Ooh. All right. What happens if I don't have friends?
With all your connections.
Was not expecting that.
Definitely not.
I'm kind of stumped.
I was like, you sold snakes. You must have come across
we'll keep calling until we get somebody.
Yeah,
Somebody's going to be on the podcast.
Give me a yellow pages or a white pages.
Old school.
Yeah. So we're going to give you 3 words you got to get them to say. But
what is it?
But you can't say words we give you a list of that would get them there. I don't know if that makes sense. So let me give you an example, and your actual first word is housefly. But you can't say house, fly, or insect.
Nice.
Okay.
The next word is gallery. You can't say shooting, shopping, or downtown. All right?
Okay.
The next word is peach. You can't say peach. You can't say fuzz. Actually, the word's peach fuzz.
Oh, gee.
It's peach fuzz.
Housefly, peach fuzz?
But you can't say peach fuzz or fruit.
Ooh, this is
peach
wild.
fuzz.
I think I got the other 2. I don't even know how I'll get someone to peach fuzz.
Well, you got to raise them.
Yeah, okay. How do you get someone to peach fuzz? It takes about 13 years.
Give or take.
Okay, so do you have it? Your first word, I'm going to give you the sheet. Your first words are housefly. They can't say housefy or insect.
Right.
Then it's gallery. Shopping, shooting, downtown.
They
peach fuzz, they can't say peach fuzz or fruit. If you say any of them words to get them there, you'll hear this. That one's done.
Yeah, I got you.
Same as always, baby.
If you get them to say 2 out of 3 of these words, we do a shot.
Okay.
What?
So, 2 out of 3 of these words.
I got so drunk I didn't even know we were doing the shot thing.
Do I put them on? How do I?
So you would put them on speaker, hold them up to the microphone.
Yeah, just put them up to the mic.
How am I going to hear them?
You'll hear them through your headset.
They're the mic.
Oh,
Do you not know?
Magic.
You worry about the snakes.
There's magic in the air.
This is tech with all the headphones and mics. You know what I mean? Usually,
if you hold the speaker up to the mic, like hold it like the bottom of your phone up to the mic,
right?
They'll hear you. We'll hear them.
All right.
Thank you for telling me. Oh, you were talking to him.
All right. Hold it closer.
Oh, here we go, folks.
Who do we have?
Does he have any friends?
It is on speaker.
It is. Listen, sir.
I don't know. It's our first time doing it.
He's deaf and blind.
Matty boy.
Who's this? Who is this?
Mondo.
Yeah.
We're on Josh and Rick's podcast. We're doing it. They have a new segment where I got to phone someone and play this game show with them. I got to try to get you to say...
Don't say the words.
I got to get you to try to say words without me using certain words. That's how I win, and they got to do shots.
We're about to dominate this.
No. All right, let's dominate. No. All right. So I got the first word.
All right, let's go.
There's certain words.
Wait. We got to start the timer.
Wait.
Timer.
We're on a timer, folks.
All right.
What'd you say?
Go ahead. No, I'm waiting for you.
All right.
When you're ready.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
We're going. Okay.
Timer's going.
What do you live in?
House.
And what do you do on an airplane?
Watch movies.
No, what does an airplane do?
Fly.
So put them 2 words together.
Fly.
No. The first word and the second word.
What is it?
Fly.
No. The first one you got. What do you live in?
Home.
No. You said something else. This is harder than you said a different word. I can't say the word.
All right, give him time. Go.
What do you live in?
A house.
And then what do you do on an air? What do you do? What does an airplane do? So put them together.
House fly.
Boom.
Get
number one.
No.
Hurry.
No fucking way.
Easier one.
Are you serious?
Oh, I gotta do it.
Yeah, go.
I thought I got each
We'll
question.
give you each one.
Yeah, we don't give a shit at this point.
Here's the second word, Mondo.
Go.
What was that place we used to? What was that mall we used to take the L to when we were younger?
Are you serious?
Mall on the gallery.
Boom!
We're doing shots on the third one. So
the third one's rough. I don't even.
Friends as cool as me.
When you're hitting puberty, like your mustache or your balls, what is that?
Go.
That? I don't know how to. What does your mustache or your balls for hair feel like?
Peach fuzz.
Boom!
All three complete before the time.
Right there.
We're the goat in this segment.
Yo, I dominated them on all the subjects. They're drunk.
And we're off the rails, folks.
What'd you say?
What did you bring in the drink?
Tito's vodka.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right, well, let me let you go. We're going to finish this up.
Get out of here, you son of a gun.
All right, thanks, bro. Love you.
Yep.
Ooh, no love you back. What a friend.
I feel like you won, but you lost. Because you didn't say I love you back.
So now we don't have to do that shot.
Yeah, no, that is not the rules. Pour the shots.
I was trying to get out of them. Thank you, sir. Okay.
Good job, Matt.
I had the gallery now. I used to go there too much, so I had it now. Look, it's hard to pour.
It is.
It's hard to pour.
It comes out hot.
I have it.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay. There it is. Oh, my God. Look, watch, folks. Watch this. Watch how this bottle's designed.
Yeah, now you got it.
Watch out. It's the bottle's fault? That's a true alcoholic. Is the bottle the reason you're still drinking?
The bottle made me do it.
Well, once I find my...
Spill it. Look at the bottle. Fuck it up again. He just spilled it all over.
No, I didn't.
Tito's, you get a 1 on the bottle. It's out of control.
We're off the rails. Well, this is what you wanted.
I didn't want to get drunk.
He said, I'm gonna get a snake eye, which you know. And he's gonna bring in snakes, and you're gonna spill stuff everywhere.
All right,
let's go.
Cheers.
Come on,
Matt. Do you want to join us?
No, I don't.
No, you don't. A little bit.
I got stuff to do later.
You got snakes to breed.
I got shit to do right now. Let's close the show out.
Uber.
All right, Matt. It's been fun. It's been amazing.
Do I got to do a quote? Remember you pressured me about this quote.
He's telling us how to do our
There's
show.
one sober one here.
You pressured me into doing a quote.
So yeah,
See what happens when a fun person comes in. Look at this.
Every show we do ask our guests to do a quote, little inspiration for people listening. And Matt, what is your quote?
Well, the one question you had was what? The answer was Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
So mine comes from Lloyd Christmas. So
Okay.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
Oh, there it is, folks.
That's when you think about it. That's an amazing quote.
Works
right?
for a lot. Works
Telling
for
me there's a
everything.
chance.
Works for everything, right?
Yes, it does.
All right. So, are you sober?
Kinda.
So we're closing the show out?
Yes, sir.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
There's a chance.
All right, let's do the outro. Well,
Go
first, man, I want you to one more time say where they can get a hold of your stuff.
Yes.
Facebook, Instagram, both Philly Herp Pediculture. Likely, if you type in Philly Herp, you'll find it. Also
Philly Herp.
Yeah, also on
Or me.
on
You'll
Facebook,
find him, that or me.
On Facebook.
Repeat.
It's true. You will. You might find Rick. Or you could type in my name, Matt Minatola, on Facebook. I'd rather you go to Philly Hair Pediculture route because it's more just snake oriented.
Okay.
So, yep. That's
And
about it.
we'll put links to the website. And our
Sounds
Everything.
good. Sounds good. Thanks, fellas. It was awesome.
Everything. Yo.
It was a beautiful show.
Always.
Awesome job. I think this is the funnest one.
Oh, definitely having a fucking ball here.
Thanks for the
50%
Tito's.
mark. Yeah.
Yes.
Boom roasted, Chris.
In your face.
Thanks, Chris. I'm sorry. Matt was right. The other segment was balls. This works.
Yes.
It's better.
This definitely hits the mark.
All right. So, if you would like to visit our website, www.becomingthegoat.net, you'll find Matt's links there.
Nice.
You'll find our links to how you would listen, which would be Apple, Spotify, YouTube.
Nice.
All right. And if you are interested in Josh's fish videos, where can they find that?
Ooh, if you like fishies, come over to me at Liberty Bell Cichlids.
Okay. If you're interested in real estate, come over to me. I'm Rick Renson. I'm at Century 21, numbers 215-806-6766.
Nice.
Rick got me in my house. He was good.
Oh, say that again, Matt.
Personal.
Say that again.
Rick got me in my house, and I'm not an easy customer because of the snakes, and we got it done.
We found a snake home.
We find the houses
He's the goat,
for the houses.
and that's not a joke. He's the goat.
I appreciate that,
Nice.
Matt. All right,
Maddie, we love you always. And thank you for bringing them.
Yep.
Awesome.
Thanks,
And the
fellas.
snakes. We love you, brother.
I love you too.
Where are them snakes?
They're good. They're good.